The conversations continue as the River State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has expressed his disappointment with the People's Democratic Party, stating that the party had failed him and his supporters in the state. He said he and his supporters in River State were now operating as a movement to defend democracy rather than functioning as members of a political party. Fubara said he and his supporters in River State were now operating as a movement to defend democracy rather than functioning as members of a political party. So the question is the PDP afraid of taking lasting decisions on errant members in River State who have been alleged to be disrupting the party's activities in that state, or is it a case of betrayal? Well, joining us now on the morning show is Kola Ologbondiyan, former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Dr.
You're speaking to Vimbai today.
It's Vimbai that is here.
Morning, bless you.
You said?
Vimbai.
Oh.
Our name is
okay.
Vimbai.
But what? Okay. Mbai.
Vimbai.
I hope Rufi the Fire is also there.
Yes, Rufa is here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abati.
Okay, well...
good morning to you all.
Yes, good morning. You listened to Vimbai's introduction, and she raised a number of questions. Has the PDP betrayed Governor Fubara? Now you have Amewule and others who have left the party, leaving him high and dry. But beyond that, the impression is that the PDP has not supported Fubara, both at the national level and also at the state level. In fact, the presidential candidate of the PDP in the 2023 election has not even deemed it necessary to visit River State to show support for Governor Fubara. Why is that so?
Well, it's a mixed bag. Let me describe it that way, Dr. Abati. First and foremost, I've been in sympathy with Governor Fubara over the circumstances in which he found himself with the party. And I say this because, Dr. Abati, you recall that when this crisis started, I was on this program, and I did say that the party must rise in support of the governor, whether he intends to leave the party or he intends to stay in the party. As we speak, since he has not made a public declaration that he's not going to be part of the party must rise in his support. But events that followed clearly showed that the party did not rise in support of Governor Fubara. Why did I say so? First and foremost, I recall that at the last NEC meeting, Governor Fubara rose and made a demand concerning the caretaker committee that was constituted in River State. And he said that from his own expectations, that he doesn't expect River State to be listed among the states that will have congresses, since the issue of the ESCO of the party, particularly the caretaker ESCO of the party, had not been resolved. And the national chairman, Ambassador Elias Damagum, said, we had agreed at the caucus last night that we are going to find a political solution. As we speak, well, later on, I read about cases in the court that encumbered the political solution. But even as we speak, I don't think the party has acted in favor or even in a conciliatory situation in favor of the governor. So if the governor today says that, he feels betrayed, if the governor today says that, he has been abandoned by the party, it will be difficult to say that he's lying, or it will be difficult to say that what he's saying is not correct.
Okay, sir. What does the PDP stand for, both with internal party affairs and on a national scale? Because we're watching in awe and amazement as what's happening in River State continues to transpire, as you've already pointed out, without much support or input from PDP at the most apex level. We see what is now brewing in Edo State, given the developments of last week, and it's a terrible reflection of the internal management of party affairs within the PDP. So what does PDP actually stand for? Is it self-interest, or is there a bigger ideology that governs how this party moves?
Well, you recall the last time that I was on this platform, I also said that the party is currently hemorrhaging. And as a result of that, it has its own internal crisis. And perhaps this has formed a distraction for the party to be able to take decisions that will keep the soul of the party together. As we speak, the tendencies are seriously competing. And because of that, sometimes it is even difficult to explain the circumstance under which the party operates at particular positions.
Okay, Mr. Ologbondiyan, you know me, I'm a hard hitter, I say it the way it is. I dare the PDP to support Fubara against Wike. They can never, because Wike has taken a good portion of the party. That's the truth you don't want to see. And that's why I double dare, I triple dare, I quintuple dare, I anything dare the PDP to support Fubara against Wike. Challenge me in return. Tell me it's not true, sir. Tell me it's not true.
Okay, El-Rufai, I might disagree with you.
Oh yeah, I disagree.
And I say so because even yesterday, the National Public Secretary of the party, Debo Ologbondiyan, did say, and I think it was one of your programs here, did say that the members of the House of Assembly, led by Amewule, I hope I got the pronunciation right, led by Amewule, have ceased to be members of the party, and they have also lost their seats in the House of Assembly just yesterday. So without disposition from the spokesperson of the party, without disposition from the National Public Secretary, the current National Public Secretary of the party, it will be difficult for anybody to say that, oh, the party is not with Fubara. I think where the issues are, essentially, is about the constitution of the ESCO of the party in the state. And I've said it earlier on that Fubara was right by declaring that the party had abandoned him. Because outside the tenure of the past Anambra governor between 1999 and 2003, Governor Ologbondiyan, he is the only one who had a structure taken completely away from him in the history of the People's Democratic Party. And I know it clearly that what's happening now in Rivers State is a reflection of what happened between 1999 and 2003 in Anambra State, where Ologbondiyan could not even contest the election because he was denied the right to contest by the party. But I have also said that I believe that the party can still act right. Okay, Mr. Ologbondiyan. In favor of Fubara, because Rufi, let me just finish this thought process, because it is in line with the policy, the structure, the style of the People's Democratic Party. The governor is the leader of the party in their respective states. Okay. And you cannot have two leaders in their respective states.
Mr. Ologbondiyan, once again, I go back to my a priori. And why I gave that a priori, that I dare the PDP to take sides against Wike in this Fubara debacle, I will also heighten my a priori by saying a portion of the PDP is in Wike's back pocket as we speak. And I'll tell you why. This was a man that went to serve in the APC government. He said everything is decimated your party. You can't take action. The last time you were here, we talked about disciplinary action. I say the same thing, still dates. No disciplinary action has been taken against people that worked against your party. There is no discipline, and they have roamed free. So the words, the rhetorics of your publicity secretary that spoke in favor of Fubara, those are just mere words. The organ of the party, I dare them to take an action against Nyesom Wike. I dare, we are waiting. I can give you a 1 year deadline till the next elections. Like, I dare the PDP to take an action. You can see more people are leaving because they see there's no pep, there's no gusto Take, for instance, the spokesperson of your party in the last election, Boala, has gone to meet the Tinubu Kang. There's no gusto. That's just it. So I dare the PDP again to take an action against Wike. Probably when you take the action against a disciplinary against Wike, I take you as a political party. As for now, you are just a house party. You can respond to it.
Well, irrespective of how you describe the PDP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Irrespective of how you describe the PDP at this moment, I will want to tell you that what is happening in the party today, particularly the aspect that concern the Minister of FCT, being in PDP and being in the APC at the right time, it is left for the leadership of the party to take a decision in respect of that. And I guess that is the aspect that you are speaking to. Because I've said this here before, that I recall when Governor Umahi, the former governor of Ebonyi State, and now the Minister of Works, was going to leave the party, and he was dilly-dallying with the APC. The party queried him. So what I find strange is the inability of the current leadership to even ask questions. But when you look at it wholesomely across the country, nobody is asking questions any longer. People have just accepted their fate. But I hope that the PDP recovers from this situation. Thank you.
Okay, Kola. Now, let's forget about partisan politics and all of that. As a long-time student of politics, a veteran reporter and all that, do you think it would be in Fubara's best interest to just leave the PDP and also join the APC? After all, he's a governor without structures. He's a governor without the support of the PDP. Amewule and Co., the majority members of the House of Assembly, they've gone to the APC. We say it should just follow them, and then we have a perfect storm in Rivers State. Would that help him?
Well, you asked me this question out of party politics, which means that you want my personal opinion.
Yes.
In my own personal opinion, as we speak today, the Minister of FCT is holding the Rivers APC in one hand and holding the PDP, Rivers PDP in another hand. So where does Fubara go to? Where does he go to? Is it to the FCT Minister APC or the FCT Minister's PDP? So my basic concern, Dr. Abati, is about the development of democracy. And are we playing it right? Have we seen what we are witnessing now? Are we working truly in the interest of democratic tenets? These are my own concerns. So I do not see, okay, if he goes to the APC, for instance, if he leaves the PDP and now proceeds to the APC, for instance, the APC establishment that already yielded structure to him, even before he formally declares for the party, would they now take the structure away from him and now pass it to Governor Fubara? So I think we should look at these issues beyond the personnel, and I mean beyond the Governor Wike and FCT Minister Wike and Governor Fubara, because it hovers around our democracy and the future of it. Dr. Abati, let me send you a reminder. In the Senate under David Mark, Senator Bukola Saraki, who later became the Senate President, Magnus Abe, Senator Guje, and about 8 others wrote a letter to the Senate President, David Mark, and said they were decamping from the PDP to the APC. And Senator Mark called them in as brothers and said that, look, you know, if you do this, and I read it on the floor, you have lost your seat. And on account of that, he refused to read the letter on the floor. Even when he wasn't available, and the Deputy Senate President, then Ekweremadu, was presiding, and they tried to prevail on him, they make the same point. The man who left in the House of Rep lost his seat. So there is no contest in the matter as provided for, I think, Section 109. G is Dr. Abati as a lawyer. It's his duty to know all this. I think that section says clearly, if you leave your party, except on the ground of merger, except on the ground of division, I believe that section is self-executing. You lose your seat, and the presiding officer will write to INEC. In the case of people arguing that, oh, no, they have not completed the process, that's bunkum. There's no provision in the Constitution that talks about that process of going to the party. It says that if you cross, because it's by the eye, if you cross from A to B, that's what the Constitution says. So I just wonder why we are now fooling around with our judiciary system and the courts giving all manner of orders. I believe, and I said it with all sense of responsibility, that even if those members acted in error, integrity demands that they live by their errors. So all these efforts to ambush the judiciary, all these efforts to use underhand measures.
So very quickly before we go,
can take the nation to nowhere.
Your points are noted. Very quickly before you go. So do you think PDP is paralyzed because they are, do you think PDP is paralyzed because they are stuck at the mercy of their benefactors?
Well, I do not know who the benefactors are. And I do not know whether there's paralysis on account of the position of benefactors. But I know that people have been elected into office as leaders of their party. And they have a duty to themselves, and a duty to the party, and a duty to Nigerians. And I expect them to live up to those responsibilities.
Well, on that note, we would like to thank you very much, Kola Ologbondiyan. Well, we take your word for it. You say that the PDP is hemorrhaging. I'm sure that crisis, there are other dimensions to it that meet the eye. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on the morning show.